Alrighty, just before we get into some Fana actions, there's a few things we need to now take into considerations. Obviously, with the release of Fana, we've got the Season 6 pickup being Luck and, what do you call it? I forgot your name. Why am I forgetting your name? Yami, there we go. So they're going to be a thing. By the looks of it, it seems that they're putting everything together now. So before, no, they're keeping them together. Because on JP and KR, typically they separate the banners, but it seems like they're keeping it together. But with a custom pickup, so they're going to have to, well, so you would actually have to choose another character there. That's going to be annoying, but that's kind of what they're doing. So of course there's going to be a paid version of it. Yes, a Julius rerun is happening. That is right. Don't know how I feel about that when I first initially heard it last month, but yes. So a Julius rerun has been confirmed, it is happening, but Mereoleona is more on her way. As you guys know, the next festival is going to be happening for Global being Mereoleona. Obviously JP and KR, we're going to be getting the Spirit Dive Uno. So this is pretty much what's lined up for next when it comes to Global, outside of obviously Fana being actually officially next. After Fana, you got the Season 6 boys coming along, which realistically you really don't need to concern yourself with. But if they are making it so that through that you can get them for free for the Gateway Reunion, then you know you've got some playroom from there. Julius rerun, I feel like most people have already got him maxed out or even have him, so not a character you don't need to focus on because his counter is dropping being Mereoleona, so not exactly the best time to drop a rerun for Julius when you've got Mereoleona who's going to be absolutely body bagging him, but such is life. So of course, hearing about that lineup on what's to come for Global, you know, it really does put into question on, more importantly, what free-to-play players are going to be doing, because obviously with the initial plan of them releasing Fana, when I did speak about it, of course, I still am sticking to my gun to say that, you know, as Fana is an amazing character, you still just need to get that one copy. And I think the one thing which I really need to emphasize is that it does give you a lot of leeway, knowing that, okay, I just need one copy of Fana. So the question is, do I need her now? Because now we know we've got the Season 6 happening, we know that Julius is coming back, we know that Mereoleona is coming and she's the next festival. It comes down to on who's the bigger unit, who's the bigger character, which character do I need to focus more on, which character do I need to be over prepared for to apply dupes onto. And obviously, in my personal opinion, hearing about all that lineup of characters, it's clearly, as you guys know where I'm going with this, it's going to be Mereoleona. That character is you want to pull dupes for. That character is you want to LR +5. If you can get copies on the Greymoor itself, she is a phenomenal green mono tank and offensive character, of course. So again, can't take away Fana. Again, she's a fantastic green attacker. Again, in my opinion, the highest tier possible for green mono. But you got to take into consideration that there are alternative uses for green characters in terms of damage. So right now I'll do the ultimate, of course. This might not kill. Let's have a look. Fingers crossed. But you do have alternative options in terms of bringing back the Eye of the Midnight Suns boys, aka Raya and Lich. You know, you've got those boys who are kind of holding it down in terms of doing big numbers, doing damage, of course. And as I've mentioned before, even in a PvP perspective, okay, Raya isn't exactly the best choice because, I mean, he's more for PvE, I would say. However, when it comes to Lich, he is back in action. He is a unit that you can possibly use. Obviously, when it comes to running a green mono, I mean, Fana is kind of providing that little bit more in terms of the passives, although Lich does have that survivability, obviously being once his health reaches that 30% mark, he does get that immortality play, but he's still there playing that role of just providing high amount of AoE damage, as well as all the crit to be playing around with. But that's only because the only reason I'm mentioning all of this is because, of course, Global now having Transcendence Gear, making those boys in action. Although Raya was already in action and doing his job, Lich is now a playable character. So that's kind of what we're looking at in terms of having that little bit of leeway. Now, once again, copy of Fana required is just one. So, realistically, if you want to leave her, because you're happy with Raya and Lich being your green attackers, again, Mereoleona will fit in nicely in terms of being an attacker as well as a defender. So you can provide more support into that, pile on more for your green mono if you want to go down that route. Although she's a very nice character to have with Fana, I will admit. You can get Fana at a later time. because it's just that one copy. So if you're summoning for Mereoleona and she appears, you're done. If Global makes it so that they're more easy accessible, being the Witch Queen and Fana, because they're 2 new pickup characters, then again, you're chilling, right? Wait, that didn't kill? Oh, he's got his defense up. Oh my god. Ugh, I hate fighting. This is not the team for this. God damn it. Okay, hold up. Before we continue, I kind of want to see what Lich can do in this situation. I'm curious, because I know on PvP he's completely fine now with having juiced up gear sets, but I'm curious to see on how he is he. Can he hold his own weight in terms of PvP? Let me just. Okay, well, I've already provided him with a lot of crits, so let's kind of see how this works out. Ultimata. Okay, okay. That's okay. That's okay. We can still achieve greatness. Just bear with me. Let me give myself some speed. There we go. Buff block you. Beautiful. And then I can use my second skill. Yeah, he works. Now, truth be told, this is pretty much your best shot of getting Fana, as she will be at her highest rate in terms of summon. And if that one unit is all that is needed, then of course that RNG play will come into play, right? With people hoping and praying that they can get her early on, of course. And that's completely understandable. Again, as much as, you know, we've got other stuff lined up, I do feel like that realistically after Fana, everyone is just going to be focusing on Mereoleona, because I mean, again, the season 6 boys aren't really going to be bringing much to the table in terms of their usage. That's just the God's honest truth. Julia's having a bit of a rerun. Okay, I mean, realistically, are people going to be summoning for him knowing that Mereoleona, the next best thing, is going to be releasing? No. And this is what I mean, the power that she possesses, it's just hard to say no to and be like, you know what, I can wait. I can wait. I've got Riot, I've got Lich, I can wait. No, because I mean, yes, those boys are good, but Fana is just on a whole nother level in terms of what she can produce with the power that she possesses. So obviously in a situation like this, if we just keep, because of course at this very moment what I've done is by just applying that second skill, I've given her hatred, which is making her ultimate even more disgustingly powerful. So we can literally just go in with this ultimate. Again, this is one of the 5 stages, which I'm sure you guys are aware of. If I wanted to build up a better team than I could have, that way Gorsh didn't have to die there. But Fana can quite easily just, yeah, because of the, you got to keep in mind, you've got the initial attack going in, then you've got the extra attack. Hence why Fana right now is kind of like the biggest green offensive character in the game. And again, 1 copy. As I'm not going to stress that enough, because I need people to understand that if you just want the 1 copy, you will maximize the damage she possesses, because her duping extras, of course, passive wise, it's just for survivability. Now, truth be told, would I suggest you summon for Fana? Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and be like, guys, you know, yes, you can do this, yes, you can do that, you know, is Fana really? Yeah, of course Fana's worth it. She's an amazing attacker. So even though I'm out here giving the free-to-play players a bit of a leniency, a bit of a way out to kind of maybe look at the bigger picture, maybe you're interested in Mereoleona more, then yeah, of course, you know, realistically, you can quite easily go about not going for Fana. If anything, in my opinion, if I want to put Fana and Mereoleona up, who would I think is the much bigger play, the much bigger picture? I mean, it's going to be Mereoleona, hands down. However, I can't blame you to say that you want to summon for Fana, because she's a fantastic high damage dealing monster, and I do put her above Lich and Riot. Although in terms of if I want a single nuke, then I'll probably give it to Riot. That's the only alternative. But outside of that, Fana is handling business. Obviously on PvP, you guys will see once I do my video. I mean, if you've watched my previous videos back when she first came out, then you would know. But even with the numbers that she's dropping on PvE, gives you an insight that on PvP, she's going to be OHKOing. That's just the God's honest truth. She is going to be OHKOing. So she is a fantastic character. But again, if you're free to play, then and you might want to reconsider, because again, Mereoleona is the character that you want to be more prepared for in terms of duping out. Fana, you just need the 1 copy. You can test your luck by getting that 1 copy and dipping. Hopefully you get her early on, or you can get her another time, and because it's only the 1 copy that you need at a later date, if you get that 1 copy, you know that you're done. You know that you got the Fana and you sorted. So like looking at global, so with the 2 festivals being Julius and Mereoleona, Julius is just going to fall behind in terms of people focusing more on the Mereoleona, since she's going to be the new play with supporting the burn meta, causing well, elevating DOT of course, and her just being an amazing green unit, not only just being a tank character providing support for the whole team, but on top of that being and having and possessing a great deal of power herself. And so this is one of the characters that realistically, once again, in a festival timing, you want to max out potentially. LR +5 if you can. Fana, she's good for that one copy. Season 6, you don't need to concern yourself with. If you want to skip out completely on Season 6, that's fine. Yami, unfortunately, doesn't hold any bit. Unfortunately, the state of Yami characters in this game is just like, they release, you can have fun with them, but then they drop so bad. Like, they just drop, you know? And then Luck, you know, I'll give it to the dev team. They are trying to do something with the counter-attacking meta, but it's just kind of falling through. Luck is a free kill. I'm gonna put it like that. There's no substance to him within PvE, and on PvP, truth be told, he is technically a free kill, right? Especially with Mereoleona coming along and Fana, right? That's just kind of how it is. Right now, it's the green mono time. So, just to kind of give it to you straight, Mereoleona is the big talk around. I believe she's going to drop in next month, right? So that's something to cater to and look into. Fana, I mean, as you saw with the numbers and bombs that she drops, of course, a phenomenal attacker. I don't blame you if you want to summon. Would I encourage you to summon? Hey, if you can get the initial copy, congratulations. I'm not even going to sit here and be like, don't summon. Like, she's a fantastic attacker. I would not even shy away to be like, maybe throw in a 1 or 2 multi, who knows. But the fact that you just need the character and that character alone and then just that single copy to accomplish 700 to 1,000,000 damage, it's as simple as that. So yeah, PvE wise, she holds her own. She's a fantastic unit. Yes, you've got your alternative plays in terms of having Lich and Raya, but again, I understand. Like, I get it. You want Fana. She's the next best thing. She's the next character in terms of kind of taking the front reign of green attackers. So I can't blame you to say, you know what, I'm summoning. So anyway, PvE wise, she's phenomenal. Can't go wrong with that. But with everything that's lined up for global, just gotta make sure and keep in mind that check what summons you have and think about it. Play smart. Mereoleona is the bigger unit out of everyone, being Lich, being Raya, being Julius, being Luck, being Yami, and including Fana. Mereoleona is the big character, and you want to make sure that you are able to obtain copies. Unless you've got the dupe stones, and you're chilling. But just kind of want to talk about that. But next we'll go into PvP, and yeah, she's gonna cook up a bit of a storm, and you'll see.